welcome to New York City on a busy Saturday. Here we're going to explore Lower Manhattan for all its wonder and splendor. I'm Ariel, this is Urbanist. Let me know where you're watching from. Welcome to the beautiful neighborhood of Soho. We're gonna walk away from Soho, walk towards the east side of Manhattan. And let's see how far east we can go. I'm Ariel. Let me know where you're watching from. Let's walk around. Hello, Joe. Nice to see you here. If you're tuning in, slam that like button right now. Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Hi. You guys vlogging or live streaming?
We're live streaming.
Oh, I'm live streaming as well.
So you're also live.
Yeah. No, I do Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook at the same time.
Okay, cool. I stream that.
Multi-stream. Yeah.
Well, do you want to promote your stream?
Yeah, of course. Hey, I'm Urbanist Exploring Cities. Yeah, on YouTube.
Nice. We're Dynamite Twins. We're just on Twitch.
Dynamite Twins?
Dynamite
Twins. Oh, cool. What type of streams you guys do?
So we do two different types of streams. We usually do exploring streams here in NYC, or when we travel, we take people with us.
Oh, very cool.
Otherwise, we also do a lot of Just Dance.
Just dancing, okay.
Yeah, and sometimes we do Just Dance outside.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's right. Yeah.
Just Dance is a video game?
Yeah, it is.
It is. Okay.
It's a video game, but does it feel like a video game?
That's awesome.
It's in my backpack. It's in the black one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I do mostly exploring cities and showing history, food, and architecture.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Lexi loves architecture too. Background's interior design.
Oh, that's awesome. So everyone say hi to the Dynamite Twins. Great name also, by the way.
Thank you. It's Dynamite like dinosaur.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because apparently it's better for SEO if you don't spell things correctly.
Right, of course, yeah. Oh, Dynamite. Oh, I get it. Okay. That's very clever.
You got it, or is it fine? It's alright. Just
that's amazing. Are you guys multi-stream as well?
No. We're just on Twitch.
Oh, okay.
Just
I see.
on Twitch.
Just because you guys are Twitch partners?
Yes.
Okay, I see. Yeah. That's why I'm not part of the Twitch partnership, because I prefer YouTube.
Yeah, but I think we didn't know that much about YouTube. I think if you can do both, why not, right? But I've also seen some partners stream on TikTok too, and I don't know how that
interesting.
works.
TikTok is weird because it's only vertical.
Yeah,
so it's hard to multi-stream.
Well, I think somebody told me that if you have a different angle, you can do TikTok and Twitch.
Oh, right.
But I don't know, so don't quote me on that.
Oh, cool.
But
and you do mostly exploring New York City. I mean, the one part is exploring New York City.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, that's so cool.
We're based here, so obviously it's easier to explore here, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, right.
Are you based here too, then?
I'm based also in New York. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but I tend to explore around the world. So
Nice.
I'm going into the U.S. Next week. I'm going to a different city, which is still a mystery to most of my audience.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. I was gonna be where are you going?
But I came from the UK. I was there for a month and live streamed all around from Scotland down to the southern coast.
Very cool.
Yeah.
We have cats, so we're kind of stuck here most of the time. But we sometimes do things for work. So Miami is our next city.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Miami. Yeah. There's
I've
also
never been.
there's a lot of live streamers there as well.
I've heard that too. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I've literally never been. So it'll be an adventure, right?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome to meet both of
I'm
you.
so sorry. Can you say your name? Urbanist.
It's Urbanist Exploring Cities.
Urbanist Exploring Cities.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And my name is Ariel.
Ariel.
Yeah. Ariel.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why that's so hard for me. I'm Lexi and this is Allie.
Alexi and Allie. Oh, all A names.
Yeah.
I love that.
The triple A's. No one else can join it. They got another A name.
AAA, but we can't repair cars though.
No. But we have all the energy. We have the driver's license, but we will not drive.
Exactly. Me too. I don't like driving either. That's why I always do walking streams.
Yeah,
as
for
well.
sure. Well, it's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Hopefully we'll run into you again.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of your stream.
Bye.
All right, shout out to the Dynamite Twins. Dino as in dinosaur. Dynamite Twins on Twitch. I'll check it out later. That's really fun. They do a video game and walking streaming. So let's continue walking around. Hello, Chrissy. Hello, MDN. Nice to see you here. Hello, Janice. Hello, Ella from exotic New Jersey. Oh, I'm so glad you're watching from the exotic lands of New Jersey. Lola says, catchy name. It really is a catchy name. It's actually really clever. Hello, Carol. Nice to see you here. Ole says, see you back in New York. Yeah, let me know if anyone, feel free to tune in on Twitch. If anyone uses Twitch, because I also stream to Twitch. So Susan, anyone who tunes in on Twitch, Alder is another one. Feel free to comment on their Twitch stream. Isabel, nice to see you here. Hello, welcome. Lisbon, indeed they were. Catchy name, says Lola, yeah. Glyn, hello. Susan says live streamers in the wild. Yeah, it was awesome to see live streamers in the wild. Blanche says, stop and talk to famous people or just regular folk. Blanche, this is not that type of live stream. Sometimes I spontaneously have conversations, but mostly I focus on you guys. Hello, Axie. Hans says, yeah, I recovered from the cake. Slowly but surely I'm recovering from the cake. So here, one of the more beautiful apartments. This used to be an old New York City police station that was converted into condominiums. And the top condominium in the dome costs only about $11 million. This ain't that much. Hey, Pixie from the Dynamite Twins Twitch stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. That's so cool. Sylvia, nice to see you here. Welcome. Did I get a new gimbal? So welcome Pixie and Pixel and anyone else who's tuned in from the Dynamite Twins stream. So glad there's other streamers out there in New York City. Yes, I did get a new gimbal. And it is the Dji Osmo Mobile 5. If I find a mirror that can show it to you, I will. It is surprisingly tiny. It fits in, like I can almost like encompass it entirely within my hand. And it works with the iPhone 13 Pro Max, which I was worried this was going to be too heavy for it. Let's see how long the motors last, but right now it seems well balanced. So that's good. So I'm excited for this gimbal. Plus, it extends selfie stick style, so I can go a lot higher. There we go, which is really cool. So I'll show you if I encounter a mirror, and you'll see how it looks like. Hello, Joe. Nice to see you here. Hello, Jules from Philippines. Kumusta ka? Magandang nga po. Dia says, I had a lot of fun last night's philosophical chat. I'm so glad you did. Hello, Lauren from SC. Nice to see you here. Hey, Joe says, I just watched your pastry stream. Yes, I'm still recovering. I'm gonna need some food to replace that taste in my mouth. As I mentioned, great pastry shop. Just a very weird pastry that they had. They had an everything bagel cake. Ron says it's right now magandang umaga. Okay, oh, thank you so much for letting me know. Magandang umaga. So right here we are at Broome Street, which is the entrance. Oh, well, right now Broome and Mulberry. And this is the intersection of the historic Little Italy. So this way, after Broome, is what people now know mostly as Nolita. Spelled like Lolita, north of Little Italy. Hey, Glenn says, I'll be visiting here Monday night. Ooh, Glenn, so cool. Coming over from Sheffield to New York Monday. Oh, that's so awesome. Enjoy it. Let's cross over here. Isabel says they gave you a shout out on their stream. Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. So yeah, everyone, check out Dynamite Twins. Really fun to me. Live streamers in the wild. Ron says 5 a.m. here. Great pronunciation. Oh, thank you so much. Dia says, what inspired you to do philosophical chats? Well, I'll be brief because these videos are about travel, but the reason I do philosophical chats every first Friday of every month is people want to ask me questions and get to know me more than outside of travel. So I offer that opportunity. And then B, I personally love philosophy and spirituality. So I offer that at least once a month. Hey, Adam is here from the Twins chat. Hey, Adam, nice to see you here. Welcome. Our audiences are cross-pollinating. Nick says, seriously, the best on earth. Oh, really? Norma says, wow, beautiful memories. Oh, really? It is, yeah. Gorgeous memories. So right here, Little Italy. AR says, didn't you get an apple cinnamon donut at Mikel a couple of weeks ago? AR, I did try Mikel's coffee in Astoria, Queens. Really great, classic Freddo espresso. Let me mute. Chrissy says the little woman's wave to the camera. Oh, someone was waving to the camera. Oh, cool. Yeah, their Freddo espresso is really good. It's a place called Mikel, which is a chain based in Greece that has expanded here to New York City. I did not try the donut from their location. That donut was from another nearby place called, I think it's called Super Funland, I think it was. Adam says, I'm known as All Red 58 on Twitch. Oh, cool. Thank you so much, Adam. For anyone who's coming over from Dynamite Twins Twitch, Urbanist Live is the Twitch channel. Thank you so much for saying hello. Appreciate that. What's the weather right now? 54 degrees Fahrenheit or so. Sunny. Helene says, I'll take a cannoli, please. And here's the oldest cheese shop in America. This place has the best meatball parm hero, in my opinion. Highly recommend coming here when it's open. At this point, they're already starting to close. Isabel says, that was a great stream in Astoria. I'm so glad. Is it going to be cold next week, says Glenn? I don't know. I'll be in a different city. Different city. The view from your new phone is beautiful, says John. Ooh, I'm glad, John. Yeah. New phone, new gimbal. Who dis? It's a joke here in America. I think it became first popular in New York, where people who would get a new phone, especially pre-smartphone days, when you get a new phone and someone randomly texts you that you don't know. I mean, someone, a friend of yours texts you, but you don't have their phone yet again in their contacts. You write, new phone, who dis? Dia says, I saw videos of New York City from the 1910s and even earlier. What evolution? So yeah, there is videos that you can find from the Library of Congress of Little Italy, so, and Chinatown right over here. So you can actually compare and contrast between 100 years ago and today. Adam says, I didn't know Nightball worked on YouTube. Adam, yes it does. YouTube and Twitch, yeah. Doesn't work on Facebook, unfortunately. Glenn says, what phone do I get? I ended up getting the iPhone 13 Pro Max to the extreme. Can we see Spanish restaurant one more time, please, says FCOT. FCOT, you know, there's a few good Spanish restaurants. We passed one, I'm already walking the opposite direction, but we passed one called De España. It's more like a cafeteria, so they have Great sandwiches. They have some paella and great sangria. Really great place called España, and they also sell Spanish grocery goods. And then an old school restaurant that I would recommend trying out is called Sevilla in the West Village. Ooh, more bubble tea places opening up here. True damn. Adam says, how often are the updates? I go live Thursdays through Sundays. All throughout April will be at 4 p.m. New York City time. Hey. Hey, Tony's. Hey, dude. How goes from Hamilton, Ontario? Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you so much for tuning in from Hamilton. Marcy's saying that Sevilla closed. Like, when? Because my family's a huge fan of that restaurant. They went like 3 weeks ago. I hope not. I mean, that's a really iconic place here in New York City. Adam, darn. Hey, Ron, nice to see you here. Oh, Marcy says, oops, sorry, the España closed. Oh, yeah, I did pass it and it was shut. That really sucks. They're a really great company. What restaurants? The 2 Spanish restaurants I recommend. Well, the España now appears to be closed, which is a grand shame. But the one that's still open is called Sevilla. There's a great rice bowl stand here, says nice guy. Ooh, cool, nice guy. Yeah, lots of great food here in Chinatown. I want to show you this building. Look at this. Great old bank building, Bowery Savings Bank building. Oh, Bob and his Bobettes. Susan, nice to see you here. Tuning all the way from New Zealand. It's already Sunday over there. Claire says, are you using Sony now? What do you mean, Claire? I'm using Apple. Still use iPhone. I think it's still the best camera there is available. Glenn says, great architecture. Yeah. Great architecture indeed. So let's see some of the cool architecture from the Bowery. Some architectural gems here that's there to offer. Oh, egg custard. Ooh, I like that. Bella says you can bump into another streamer which is nearby. A lot of streamers out today. Clara says you listed Sony as your vlog camera. That's why you use it for recorded video, not for live streams. Hey, Burkay, nice to see you here. Welcome. Dia says it's nice out. It really is. So this used to be the Bowery Savings Bank building. And it says this impressive building, completed in 1895, is located on the side of the first Bowery Savings Bank, designed by Stanford White himself, who appears in the show The Gilded Age. He was working underneath the design firm McKim, Mead and White, and it's an excellent example of neoclassical architecture. Those right here. So Stanford White, also famous for the Washington Square Park arch as well. Adam says, how do you like the meeting with the twins earlier? They seem to have very good energy. And that is necessary for live streaming. So I have a feeling they're very good at live streaming. Catherine says, hear me roar. Indeed, yeah, with the lions. I wish I can go in. This is the Capitale. I actually never been here. What is this? I assume this is like a restaurant slash venue. Cool mosaic on the floor. Adam and a few other people keep asking me about Action Kid.
Dude, he works 22 hours.
I find it so fascinating that people keep asking me about Action Kid. What last time I saw him? I don't know, like a few months ago at this point. Catherine says it is beautiful from a different era. Yeah. So this area of Bowery used to be really different from what it is today. Rather than the incessant car honking that we hear right now, there used to be the huge rumbling train passing through here on the elevated. It'll be, since it was steam train still, it'll be unleashing a bunch of soot and grime all around this area. The entire street used to be very dark because this was among the larger elevated tracks. So I think there was like 4 tracks here. You can find many photos of it. So this ended up becoming the place for crime, for gambling, for selling illicit drugs, for prostitution, and for many other evil deeds.
Stay curious, friends.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Shout out to TikTok viewers. Had to mute because of some reggaeton. Catherine says, kind of like Great Gatsby era. Yeah, exactly like the Great Gatsby era. So if you're tuning in, slam that like button right now. Slam that like button right now. And let me know if you're on Team Like. Lois says, do you see PayPal donations when you're live streaming? No, I do not, Lois. I do see them afterwards. So thank you, Lois and AAP, Susan, Victoria. And many other people have been leaving super chats and PayPals. I mean, thank you so much. If you do leave a PayPal, just let me know in the comments. Moderators, if you see someone commenting about PayPal, do boost them. Lola says, what is up with reggaeton? It's everywhere. Yeah, it is everywhere. DS is on Team Like. Lauren says, link to Patreon. Yeah, patreon.com/urbanist. I'll put it on the screen right now. We're working our way to 200. We're working our way to 200 patrons. So if we get 200 patrons by June 1st, I'll be showing you the best of Europe. Wow, it's a lot of traffic today. Why is there so much traffic here? It's a Saturday. This is the most I've seen traffic on the street in a while. It's almost like rush hour. Alex asks, how many TikTok videos do I do per week? It depends. Here in New York, I've done so many TikTok videos that I'm taking it slow. So I post about one a day. But when I'm traveling, sometimes I go crazy and post like 3, 4 a day. DS says, crazy people coming out of hibernation. Yeah, unfortunately, you heard the person. I didn't want to show them, but yeah. So someone's screaming, other people. Nice guy says, that intersection is crazy all weekend. It is, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm surprised. It's crazier this time around. Bruce says, spring outings. Maybe, yeah, that might be the case. Ken says, greetings from Toronto. Welcome from Toronto. Nice to see you here. Max says, people are springing to action. They are indeed, yeah. Ibrahim, salam alaikum. Right there we see the Freedom Tower, or One World Trade Center, popping up. Ken says, where are you, in Flushing? No, this is Chinatown in Manhattan. Kind of looks like Flushing due to it also being Chinatown. John says the 2nd Avenue L used to come to this street that you just crossed. Really? Oh, wow, it stopped here. Was it that the terminus? That's so interesting. So John is referring to the elevated railroad tracks that used to go above New York City. Then the subway was being built and they started destroying them. The very last elevateds in Manhattan ran until the late 1950s, early 1960s. Lisbon says, I noticed that too. Traffic has been insane. I think it's a combination of things. Spring break, and being stir crazy. Locked up inside. Yeah, I can imagine. Ibrahim says, I'm fasting today because it's Ramadan. Ibrahim, you come to the right place. We're going to feast on a gigantic meal. Good luck with that. I never done fasting in my life, so I can only imagine how difficult and challenging it might be sometimes. Joe says, any plans to go to a British restaurant to compare? There's not that many. There's a few fish and chip shops, Joe, but to compare, yeah, there's not that many. If I bump into a fish and chip shop, maybe I'll try it. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream from the factory there in Chinatown? So DS is referring to the Chinatown Ice Cream Factory. Really great ice cream shop. I think the best flavor that they offer is Taro. Taro. Which tastes similar to like yams or sweet potato. Ken says, say Nio Hama. Yes, Nio Hama. Nice to see you here. Adrienne says, I love those Taro pups. Yeah, where can I find them? That sounds awesome. Dia says, I had some lychee. Ooh, cool. Some lychee. All right, let's walk. I'm wandering, so thank you everyone so much for tuning in and saying hello. Welcome, William. Nice to see you here. Mika, good morning from Australia. It's past 8 a.m. Sunday. I'm walking with you. Nice start to the day. I reckon. Cheers, mate. Hey, Mika, thank you so much for tuning in from Australia. Good day. Susan says, was the High Line part of the old elevated railroad tracks? Yeah, they were a part of the system. Those specific elevated railroad tracks in the High Line were for freight, meaning they were solely for commercial cargo. They were not meant for passengers at all. Ken says, I just saw TD Bank. Is it the same one from Canada? I think it is, yeah. Jose! Oi, tudo bem? From Brazil. Welcome.
Alright, we're 2 blocks away.
DS says, are you a fan of Wafang? Wafang, Wafang is a very famous fast food stall here. It is very cheap, very good price, but very greasy. Super crazy greasy. Catherine says, hey, let's get a foot rub. Just past the sign. Oh, this is a cool sign. Pizza. This is one of my favorite pizza shops, Williamsburg Pizza. Max says that guy almost poked your eye out. Yeah, indeed he was, yeah. This is a very good pizza shop. I featured it many, many times. And they also have great meatball heroes as well. Highly recommend it. Williamsburg Pizza. Oh, wow. You have a cool mosaic art up there. Look at that. That's awesome. Who made this? This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think the blue one is Leonardo. Do let me know. And there's a Space Invader on top of him, and they recreated the brick in 8-bit. That's so awesome. Ibrahim, it's Leonardo, yeah. Thank you so much, Ibrahim. We are in Manhattan, Lower Manhattan. AR says, you probably cover more of the city than most residents and even food writers, or ever do a blog of the best places and top 10s overall. AR, that's a great question. I am considering of selling guides to New York City. So yeah, stay tuned. I'm considering on doing that. Of course, patrons will receive a discount, but yeah, I've been tempted to do that because I know a lot of people always ask me the same questions. Best places to stay, best foods, best bagels, best black and white cookies. They're always the same exact questions. So I might just put it all in one singular guide. Let me know if anyone's interested in that. It'll be an ebook, at least the first iteration. So let me know if anyone's interested. I might do something fun, like put illustrated maps and things like that. Ibrahim says, yeah, I'm asking because the sky looks so open. Yeah, well, it's because we're in the very lower rise area of New York City. Let me cross over here. Kay says, great idea. Maureen says, yes, I want one, pretty please, with the maps. I'm glad that's the case. So here we have the tenements of the Lower East Side. Beautiful. Lorraine says, please use big print. If it's an ebook, you can adjust the print, which is cool. What is this? Whipped Urban Dessert Lab. World's first oat milk soft serve. Huh. Yeah, they're closed at this point. That's so interesting. Here's the Tenement Museum. I have a full tour available on YouTube of the Tenement Museum. Check it out. Billy, indeed, that's so cool to hear that other live streamers are out and about. That's awesome. It's closed at this point. The nice guy says, I want locks from Russ and Daughters. Oh, you and me both. I love Russ and Daughters. I don't think it's open at this time. Oh, the gift shop is about to close. 6 p.m. But this is a great museum experience. You end up getting to see how people lived in Lower East Side in tenements that are perfectly preserved. Perfectly preserved. And here's one of the oldest eyeglass shops in the US, period. This is Moscot. They're no longer at this location. There are a few storefronts down, but this has been around since 1915. Iconic New York City glasses. Lola says, I've been in this museum. Oh, I'm so glad, Lola. It's awesome here.
That's good. That's great. Go, go, go.
Cat says 100 years, yeah. Yeah, a bit more than 100 years, 107 years, yeah. Quite a lot. And here we have, I think this is the original Cohen's Fashion Optical. Cohen's, of course, is all around the US as well, like Moscot, but they're a little bit more popular. And I think this is the original shop. John says, amazing heavy traffic. Is something going on? That's why I'm wondering. There's so many people here. I'm so confused. Ooh. What is this? Ah, Scoville hot chicken. Uh-oh. Scoville is a measurement for the spiciness of a sauce. And this is what it's called, Scoville hot chicken. So if you want to burn your mouth off, have some hot chicken here. All right, I gotta take off my sunglasses because now it's getting dark and I can barely see anything. Now, the cool thing about this selfie stick is, look at this. I mean, gimbal is, oh my God, it's getting taller. I can make it go taller. This is so cool. It doesn't go super tall. I wish it went taller, even taller than this, but it's good enough. The constant beeping would drive me crazy, says Allah. Yeah, likewise. What's the blue A for? The A denotes the rating of cleanliness and hygiene by the New York City Health Department. So I would advise not going to a place with lower than a B. It might not be the best place to go. Some places, you know, the more cheaper places in this area of New York City will have a B. I wouldn't say that's too much to be afraid of, but if it gets lower than a B, I would not recommend going in there. take out my glasses. I got too much stuff in my backpack because I got the box for the gimbal. And this table is very... So this is what I got. The Dji Osmo Mobile 5. I used to have the 4. Still do have the 4. But this one's so tiny and so portable. It might be my new go-to gimbal. Hey Sylvia! Oi, tutubayan from Sao Paulo. Obrigado for tuning in. Adam says, did you know it's going to rain tomorrow? Indeed, Adam. I knew. I've never seen the place that's lower than the B. Says, okay, yeah, it's very rare. Usually they're just not rated in that case. Dana is sending stars. We have a stars goal of 50,000 stars along with the Patreon goal of 200 patrons to cover the best of Europe this summer. Are you a fan of White Castle? Do they still have them in New York City? Says DS. I used to be a fan, especially when I was a teenager with friends. We would go to White Castle after smoking a lot, and after drinking a lot of Kool-Aid, after smoking fools on video games, we would go to White Castle. It'll be really good. But unfortunately, the original that was in Jackson Heights has closed down, and there's not that many left. Raúl says sabor boricua, the Puerto Rican flavor. There's not that much Puerto Rican restaurants. There's a great one called Casa Adela nearby. Prosperity Dumplings was a great one. It was, but it got shut down by the New York City Health Department. So yeah. Ooh, a sneaker store / clothing store called Extra Butter. Look at that. Hey, Kevin says, I like your videos. I'm so glad. Alex says, does it extend manually? Yeah, the extension is manual for the gimbal. Okay, I think here you can see the reflection. Yeah, here you can see the reflection. You can see how tiny the gimbal is. You take out this tripod part. It's small. It's so tiny. I'll show you the extension. And that's how maximum extension right there. Oh, I didn't know this. Look, I can actually move the tripod. Oh, that's awesome. That's useful. Huh, that's cool. It snaps into place. Sylvia says, I speak Portuguese. Well, I'm using a translator. Oh, Sylvia, I'm glad you're using a translator. Thank you so much for saying hello. I appreciate that. Is the gimbal lighter than the other one? Yeah, like a fraction of the weight. It is super lightweight. Hey, Debbie from the UK, Liverpool. Is the attachment magnetic? The attachment is indeed magnetic. Rami says, be careful of snatchers. Indeed, yes, you do have to be street smarts. Of course, anyone can run up to you at any time, but yes, do watch out when walking around with things like this. How many walks do you do exactly today, says Kevin? Exactly how many walks? I did 2 live videos today. Are there any outdoor dining areas are still open here? Wild Air, so that's actually a really well-known restaurant, has an outdoor part that is being used. Some places are really not using the outdoor dining. I think they're waiting till summer comes. So you have to call ahead or come to the place and you'll see if you can outdoor dine or not, because it might be hit or miss. Virginia, how much did a gimbal cost? $159, $160. So this was sponsored by the patrons to sponsor the show, so I can keep making videos and using interesting gear like this to better show you interesting places. I'm so glad here there's a trapezzino. This is my favorite snack from Italy, but super expensive here. In Italy, it's only like about $3.50 each or €4 each. Here's $9 for a trapezzino. Ken says, is this Little Italy? No, this right now is the Lower East Side. Do you have a nice holiday in the UK? Says Debbie. I really did, yeah. Getting some more cold brew, asks Mr. Bot. No, I can't do any more cold brew. I am done for cold brew. Though I really like this spot. Has been a different coffee shop throughout the years, but this one is designed so minimalistically. I love it. Froth. And if, oh, what is this? RTV Exotics. Oh. Is this the same thing that happened in London, England? Ladies and gentlemen, let me know. There's a gigantic store just selling candy. No one's inside here. The rent here is crazy expensive. This is Lower East Side. This is very, very in-demand location. So let me know. What do you think? What do you think RTV Exotics is really up to? So if people don't know, in London, England, there's a lot of these type of stores. They're just huge candy stores or selling cereal and things like that. And they're in prominent locations in London. And there's a lot of speculation. I'm not sure if anyone has proven this yet. I'm not sure if anyone has actually spoken about it yet. But there's a lot of speculation that those are money laundering schemes. And I wonder if that is now happening in the US. Because it might be the case. So money laundering means that it's some type of illicit illegal business. They might be selling drugs, selling something worse like arms, whatever it is, prostitution. And in order to clean the money, so it seems legitimate to the tax service here, the IRS. People open up a business. So that's what's called a money laundering scheme. I'm not saying this place is a money laundering scheme, but it is suspect. Or as New Yorkers like to say, sus. Judith says, what is selling arms, weapons? So here is one of the more famous shops for, I'll just one of the famous shops for, yes, famous shop. Serafina, I've never tried Serafina. How is Serafina, if anyone's ever tried it? Do they have lasagna? No lasagna here, no. They have cacio e pepe for like $20.
Okay, party time. It is PARTY.
Pretty says Sex and the City made it famous. Sex and the City, they went to the other one called the Pleasure Chest, which is in the West Village. And that was like in the first episode of Sex and the City. So it became very popular there. I'm not sure if they also cover Babeland, but Babeland has appeared in the TV show Girls and Broad City as well. A fries shop, look at this. Bell Fries. The number one fries in New York City. Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm just at the bar right now. My friends left. We went shopping.
It's
I'm just down on the Lower East Side, NoMad.
Evelyn, todavía hace frío. Is it still cold? Sí, todavía está haciendo un poco de frío. Es 50 grados ahora mismo. It's 54 degrees. And mi quieres usar un jacket. ¿Cómo se dice? How do I say jacket in Spanish? Do let me know. It does require me to wear a jacket today. So tiny shops, says Judith. Yeah, shops here are tiny. And there's a lot of vintage stores as well. And some of them are themed. Like this one's more themed around like sports clothing and very old band t-shirts as well. Maria says the shops are very quiet. Yes, I think we're already at the end for shopping. And overall, yeah, it's weird. Saturday, this is quieter for a Saturday. Yeah, there's a lot of traffic. What's happening here? I'm very confused. Maybe it's because spring break, everyone has left to other parts. But generally, this is popping. This is a very popular place, especially for nightlife. One of the better cocktail bars / clubs. So I rarely go clubbing. But if you're looking for good nightlife, this place is very in demand. Later in the night, it's going to be harder to get in. So if you want to go to a place that there's going to be a lot of cool people, come here to Kind Regards. It's very quiet right now. Wow. Abrigo. Oh, gracias, Lynn. Abrigo, yes. The name was escaping me. Maria says where / clubs. I'm just saying both. Cocktail bar and a club. Right now it's pretty much just a cocktail bar because it's pretty quiet. But it becomes a club later at night. Judith says Kind Regards. Friendly name though. Yeah, friendly name. A lot of clothing shops as well, as I mentioned. A lot of them. And here's one of the more famous venues for indie rock, rappers, basically any type of music, but this is one of the more popular music venues. Some of the biggest bands that went on to become very big have played here in the earlier of their career. So this is Pianos. I actually have a live stream where I started from here about 2 years ago. The smell of oregano, strong. And here we see THC plus D8 plus CBD. Dubai Cannabis Supply. Oh, that rhymes. Dubai Cannabis Supply. Props to them for rhyming. AR, sorry I missed it earlier. AR, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. AR is so kind enough to send $10 super chat. If I missed any stars, do let me know, or PayPal's, do let me know. Thank you so much, AR. So kind of you. Judith says, I don't like graffiti, but that huge bunny is nice. Yeah. Huh? Did we find another live streamer in the wild? That's so cool. Hey, how's it going? You live streaming as well? You are? Oh, cool. Me too. Or, you don't like it? Because of the phone? Too heavy? Yeah, that's why. You can't use it with the case. I know what you mean, yeah. Oh, right. Especially with the microphone attached as well. Yeah. What's on YouTube or on Twitch?
YouTube.
YouTube. What's your YouTube name?
The Panda Photographer.
The Panda Photographer. Oh, cool.
We just walked across the bridge of
Yeah.
Williamsburg.
Yeah.
Just saw an accident.
Oh, very cool.
Well, not cool, but
By accident. Oh no. And you were carrying a lot of gear.
I got stuck in this thing.
Yeah.
Take the train from my hostel, got stuck in Manhattan on the subway, so I took it back to Brooklyn.
Right.
No choice to walk across the bridge, so could be on this side of Manhattan.
Oh, wow.
Taking this off and on and unloading it, and the subway is very dangerous.
Yeah, man. Yeah, of course.
So, yeah.
Oh, that's nice to meet you. Have a good day.
Yeah.
So he appears to be a freelance filmmaker as well, and his name is Panda Express, something? Panda Cross, Panda something. If anyone heard it, do let me know. But he seems to be a videographer as well, and he's a live streamer on YouTube. And he said that he was struggling to carry around all his gear because he had to get to his hostel over here, and that he had to walk across the Williamsburg Bridge with all that gear because he didn't want to risk getting on the subway. Yeah, it makes sense. Panda Photographer, thank you so much. Panda Photographer. Everyone, thank you so much. So shout out to Panda Photographer. Cool that cool that there's yet another live streamer. Live streamers are multiplying, ladies and gentlemen. It's like TikTokers. Sylvia says, in Brazil, smoking marijuana is a crime. It is indeed a crime in many places in the world. Here in the US, it's still a federal crime, so if you're selling it, you can still technically be arrested by the federal government, means overall the country. But here, the state, it's decriminalized. So you can't sell it yet, but you can indeed carry it. And I don't think they're really enforcing anyone against smoking it. Kat says he just checked out his live stream. Oh, cool. Awesome. So I'll be posting a video of this soon, but this is one of the best Slovakies I've ever tried, period. I mean, even compared to the ones I tried in Thessaloniki, Greece. This is an amazing, amazing place. Slovaki GR. Shayla says, have you talked about Will Smith's Mac? We'll check out my philosophical chat. I stick to travel topics. But once a month, I talk about literally anything. So yesterday, I talked a little bit more about the Smith situation. I'll keep it short. Violence is never the answer, ladies and gentlemen. It's never the answer. Is that still the Lower East Side? It is, Micah. Yes, we're still on the Lower East Side. Ron says after the Oscars, Will Smith might consider doing live streaming. Yeah, I mean, now with his prospects in acting basically becoming nil, I think, yes, he might consider becoming more of a social media influencer. He kind of already is. So yeah, that's right. Wow, big cars. There's a lot of big cars in the US. Yes, so cars in general are bigger in the US. Even the same make and brands are bigger than the ones in Europe. And it's because cars here there's a higher limit for the weight of a car on any given road all across the US. I think the limit is nearly double than Europe. So cars here can be a lot bigger. And also Americans, the market tends to prefer bigger vehicles. So a Camry in Europe might actually be smaller than the Camry here in New York City. Nice guy says he was an actor. Texas says, seriously, when you hear those cars honking, you'll know. What angle makes the cars look bigger? Yeah. Go. Hurry up. 1X. Cabana says, me manda un abrazo. Oh, sí, claro. Okay, but seriously, why is the Lower East Side so empty? This is a Saturday. This is supposed to be like really full. It's weird. What's happening with New York? Anyone let me know. Has Lower East Side gotten so young that's only now like college kids and they all gone in spring breaking? I don't know. It's very empty. Judith says, are we eating lasagna today? You know, I would love to feature lasagna. I don't know where I can find one. Lasagna is amazing. Do you drive yourself? Says Micah. No, I don't like driving. I have a driver's license. I can drive. I have driven before, but I don't really like it. I don't own a car. And when I travel, I prefer not to rent a car if possible. Philip says, it's a sign of our times. Elizabeth says there's more tourists than they head to Midtown. Well, I mean, that's true, but Lower East Side is it's a very popular nightlife spot, and for food as well. So I'm surprised how empty it is today. How has doing these travel videos changed at all? It hasn't changed too much. Dolores, thank you so much for the stars. We're getting closer to that 50,000 star goal. Kathy says, are you close to Parm? Parm I don't think has a lasagna, but they do have a very mean baked ziti. Okay, everyone, I'm gonna end one more block here. I'll show you the intersection that leads to the Williamsburg Bridge. Let me know if you have any last remaining questions. Dolores, thank you so much for 400 stars. Everyone else, thank you so much for the 400 stars. Now again, we have the crazy traffic. You gotta watch out. AR says Central Park was shoulder to shoulder. Maybe all there. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Philip says has a great lasagna. Well, I mean, I have no doubt it's tasty. But when I say a good lasagna, I mean like a very well, freshly done lasagna, or made that day of. Valerie says, how do you deal with violence? Valerie, New York City is generally very safe. The majority of cities I visit are generally very safe. Of course, in any given city, anything can happen. But I've been very grateful that I have not have encountered a terrible situation. So, with that said, the best way to avoid any type of altercation is be sure to not even get yourself in that position in the first place. So if someone's screaming at you, don't scream back. Don't escalate the situation. Walk away. That's one way. The second way is just generally avoid areas that are a little bit more problematic. There's certain neighborhoods in New York City, well, the chances increase of finding some trouble. And then there's certain places at certain times, later at night when more people are drunk, especially like around the northern half of East Village. At night, you're gonna see a lot more drunk people that are a little bit more unruly. So yeah, just be street smarts. Wow, that's crazy traffic here. Debbie says, do you like the south of the UK or north? The north was very friendly, so I really did enjoy north of the UK. Alex says, Ariel's an expert at changing direction. Yep, that too. I'm very good at, if anyone ever tries to pursue me, I tend to be very good at losing a tail. Yeah, very, very good. So everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you want to join the super urbanists or mega urbanists receive a postcard. So if you want to receive a postcard from a cool, new, interesting city next week, become a mega urbanist, patreon.com/urbanist. Or if you just want to become a super urbanist, $5 a month or more, you can become a super urbanist and get access to a whole host of videos, including an exclusive tour of the Explorers Club, really interesting club. some of those famous explorers in history were members of those. We also have full tours of the Churchill War Rooms, Dennis Sever's house, one of the coolest house museums you'll ever see. And you'll get a full breakdown of how I travel and how I pick places and how I pick flights and how I pick lodging. That'll be posted this week, only for patrons, patreon.com/urbanist. And Debbie says, do you know that you were in that local newspaper? Yes, I do know that I was in the local newspaper in the UK, yeah. Linda, this right now is Delancey. So we've crossed Delancey during this live stream, just like the movie, crossing Delancey. Everyone, keep being awesome and always keep on exploring. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Isabel, thank you so much for 1,200 stars. That's so kind of you. Bye-bye.